What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So I am on a mission to get the Twilight Blade. And a lot of you people know that because you've watched all the other episodes in this series, but getting the Twilight Blade is very tough, and that's the reason why it's so expensive. But there's constantly people in my community that tries the same stupid thing that I'm doing. So there's constantly people hitting me up in whispers, Discord, etc., telling me that they're actually getting the blade, and more importantly, they're actually selling the blade for good gold as well. But I gotta get it eventually, right? So before we dive into it, big thank you for all the support lately on the VIP Discord. Really does mean a lot to me. It's a great way to support me as a content creator by joining the VIP Discord. And once you join in, you can see all these YouTube videos before they go public on YouTube. You also get access to exclusive gold tips. There's multiple spreadsheets, investments, and much, much more. That's going to be linked in the description together with the 0 to 10 million gold guide. Now, like everyone on the VIP Discord is already an owner of the 0 to 10 million gold guide. So if you also have that and you're happy with it, you're most definitely going to enjoy your stay on the VIP Discord as well. Now, in order to farm the bad boy Twilight Blade, you gotta be on a rogue because you have to pickpocket these flame scarred junk boxes, and the best way to do so is to go to Uldum in Cataclysm. The reason why I say Cataclysm is that if your zone doesn't look like this, your area doesn't look like this, you have to talk to Sidormi in town right here to face back to the old Cataclysm face of the zone. Now, what you want to do when you're farming these is you want to sap the leader of the group, this elite mob, because then every mob will stop up and you're free to pickpocket all the mobs. Now, I do go through all these steps every single time in this series, but there's always new people tuning into the series. But once you've pickpocketed all the mobs, you want to kill the mobs because the mobs will respawn with fresh pockets to pickpocket faster than the mob will have new pockets to pick if you leave him alive. And since you're doing that, you do want to have a potion of treasure finding equipped, because then you can get the tiny treasure chests killing the mobs, and the tiny treasure chests can give you random cataclysm materials. So pickpocket every single mob, even the ones that are not a part of the big groups, because you have time for that as you gotta wait for respawns. You want to do all of these giant packs right here, and once you've pickpocketed all of those, you continue up the mountainside right here because you're going to have time to pickpocket this entire plateau or mountainside right here as well. Further down to the temple, there's even more mobs. You want to pickpocket all of these. And then eventually, you should also have enough time to go down to the obelisk of the moon and pickpocket like all of the mobs downstairs here as well. Now, once you've gone taken like a full circle at the obelisk of the moon, you pickpocketed all the mobs, you can return up to the bottom of the staircase, and like all mobs will be respawned. That's pretty much how you farm it. Now, while farming it, of course, you can get cataclysm rare items, you can get blue items, some green items that are interesting. You can pickpocket and directly get the loaded gnomish dice, which is what this farm is originally for. But right now, since everyone is hunting the Twilight Braid, the price on these is pretty bad. And you can get like the Cataclysm World Drop, which are now World Drop, like the Rhinestone sunglasses and top hat and so on as well. But those are very rare, and it's the same thing. Like now, I'm going to go ahead and start opening up these junk boxes, and the only thing out of value is to get to the epics. Right? You have the Cruel Decapitator epic sword, which isn't that good because that's a lot of shared appearances, and then you got the Twilight Blade. Sure, you can open up one of these and you can get yourself like a green item that might be a unique appearance, but that is very rare. Like, I have opened up like 150 of these boxes without receiving a single green item, and you probably average like 1 or 2 green items out of the boxes. So embrace yourself for that. Like, the all the gold that you're gonna make from this is going to come from the actual farm and not from the opening itself. If you get lucky with drops and you get some of the toys, etc., and some like the cataclysm materials from having the potion of treasure finding on. But besides from that, you're not going to make any gold doing the opening right here unless you get like the epic weapons, which is proven to be extremely hard to actually get. I'm starting to lose track on which episode I'm on right now, but it's not looking good. And for each week that passes and each failure of an opening, people are laughing more and more at me because I actually got a green item, but it was a ring. Because these are like 10 hours I could have spent on doing other farms and made way more gold than I'm doing right now. So I'm not claiming that this is a good way of making gold. By no means. Like, you guys should not do this because you're most likely not gonna be like Empan and actually get it on 50 boxes. Like, that's very unrealistic. Like, you've seen me do these openings, right? So there's way better ways out there to make gold rather than doing this. And like getting the amount of boxes that I had in my bags right now, like pretty much full bags, takes me like 1 hour 20 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes to do so. And then when you're on episode, I don't know, like 8 or 9 or something like that, like it adds up. It really does. And I've been lucky, got the rhinestones. I have received a decent amount of dice as well. I did get the top hat too, but no blade. And I'm not going to touch this farm for a very long time after I get the Twilight Blade. So it's not if I get the Twilight Blade, it is when I get the Twilight Blade, because that has to happen. And this is goddamn. It's not going to happen now, is it? Shit. That was another 1.5 hours. I was going to say wasted. Well, it is kind of wasted. I mean, there's not that much golden materials. 1 dice and this shield. It's a unique shield from Cataclysm, like 3,000 gold. But that with the dice is 10,000 gold. So it's nothing to brag about. Like the gold per hour, like making 10,000 gold. That's jack shit. So if you guys enjoyed openings in general, though, make sure to check out my playlist at the end of this video. I've opened up so many weird things throughout my like 9 years on YouTube. So if you enjoy the RNG of doing random openings, anything from Black Market Auction House to like classic lock boxes, etc., then make sure to check out that playlist. Of course, don't forget to check out the VIP Discord, which is linked in the description, together with the 0 to 10 million gold guide. Appreciate the support in that lately. You guys are the absolute best. And with that being said, that's pretty much it for today's video. So don't try this at home. You don't want to be that guy that spends 10 hours without having pretty much anything to show for it. This is bad. Don't do it. There's no going back. I can't quit now. And with that being said, I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.